My granddaddy was a jackleg Baptist preacher. He used to tell me things. One time, he told me, son, it takes three things to make up a good speecher. Number one, you got to tell the people what you're going to tell them. Number two, you got to tell the people. Number three, you got to back up and tell them what you done told them. So, it's time right here for me to tell you what I'm going to tell you. I am a storyteller. Storyteller. Now I say storyteller instead of liar, because there's a heap of difference between a storyteller and a liar. A liar, that's somebody taking cover things over, mainly for his own private benefit. But the storyteller, that's somebody taking uncover things so everybody can get something good out of it. Yeah, I'm a storyteller. Oh, it's a heap of good meaning to be found in a story. You got the mind to hear. Now, here's the meaning to be found in the stories I'ma tell. A man with a devilish heart is the one most likely to aim his rump at a seat of power. A man with a devilish heart is the one most likely to aim his rump at a seat of power. But can't nobody ride your back unless you first bent over. Right there is the meaning and the message to be found in the stories I'm going to tell. But like my granddaddy used to would say, son, it don't do now bit of good to wear out your knuckles knocking if ain't nobody home. Now, I say that to say this. If you're willing, I'm going to tell a few stories aimed to draw pictures in your mind. See, what I do, I go around watching what people be doing and listening what they be saying. Then go around telling stories to whosoever want to hear. Yeah. Now, if this old Junebug stumbled up on your story, you reckon it'd be the kind of story make our chest stand out, make you feel real proud, and make us all want to get up behind you and help you along? Or do you reckon it'd be the kind of story make you feel ashamed, make you want to run away somewhere, hide your head, before we find us a stick good enough to crack your skull with? Yeah, what you reckon? Yeah. You know, my old home place is down in South Mississippi. Yeah, coming up we had us a bunch of good times. But we had some terrible times too. I remember one time we was working for Colonel T.L. Whitten. Old Colonel Whitten, he was known to be one of the slickest planters in that territory. Why, between him and his brothers, they had the biggest part of the land, had the sawmill, had the cotton gin, had the feed and grain company. They had the bank up in Macomb. They was into politics and everything. Why, you could not pick up a cloud of dirt and chunk it, but to sprinkle on something them Whitten boys had something to do with. Well, all during the cotton chopping season, we'd had a heap of trouble with Colonel Whitten. So I took and spent all summer long organizing everybody inside of 85 or 90 miles of Whitten Plantation into something like a little old union. We would get together, figure out how much our time ought to be worth, and wouldn't nobody work till we got that money, see? So when it come down to cotton picking time that fall, it was organized. It was organized. So I come back to old Dan Skinner. He's TL's overseer. I told him what our figure was. Well, he took it and rolled his chart from one side of his jaw to the other. And he said, "Well, all right, you and Bug, I reckon we can get up next to that." Well, I was surprised. I figured we'd gonna have to negotiate. But even so, here's a bunch of happy fellas out there sun up the next morning snapping that cotton. About 9:30, I done finished my first sack of cotton. I drug it back over yonder and throwed it up on the scale. "Well, all right, you and Bug, we're doing real good there. You got yourself about 85 pounds here." Right away, I know it was something wrong. I ain't picked no 85 pounds worth of early morning dew wet cotton since I was about 12 years old. Not only was I fast to the hands and feet, I had studied that cotton. I had it figured where you come out better picking 2 half a row at one time instead of one whole. Everybody else starts picking their cotton over here. I would run way yonder side, on the far end of that field, run down and snap me up a half a row of cotton right quick, and squat down and twig them 2 rows and start snapping that cotton with either hand. Oh, I'd be just getting it. On top of that, every 10 or 12 feet, I reached down and grabbed a handful of dirt up in that sack. See, I know that was good for 400 pounds on a slow day. Man, tell me I got 85 pounds in that sack. I know it's something wrong. Hell, had me 15 pounds worth of dirt up in there. So I told him, "Miss Skinner, there's got to be something wrong with y'all's scale." "You calling me a liar, boy?" "No, sir. I ain't called nobody a liar yet. I just think there's something wrong with y'all's scale. They had some 50-pound sacks of feed corn from their store up in town sitting up on their wagon. I grabbed 2 of them and trapped them off in an empty cotton sack and drug it over yonder and hitched it up to that scale. She run up to 85 pounds and quit. Now that you mention it, it do look like some lying going on around here. Hey, fellas, this is something we better take up with Colonel Whitten itself. Time we got up to the big house, old Dan done beat us up there. And him and the colonel, they standing up on the porch waiting for us." "I understand that you boys are calling Mr. Skinner here a liar." "No, sir. We ain't calling nobody a liar yet. We just think there's something wrong with the scale y'all got down yonder in the cotton patch. It look like it's cutting us out about 15 pounds every 100 we pick." "How'd you come to figure that?" "Well, so we dropped 2 50-pound sacks of feed corn from y'all store, dropped it in the empty cotton sack and hitched it up the scale y'all got down yonder. It run up to 85 pounds and quit. Mr. Skinner, he say, it looked like the checkerboard people cut y'all a short weight on that last order feed corn y'all got at y'all store." And I told him, I said, "Well, sir, if that's a fact, it look like it's a whole bunch of people be mighty proud to know that, because that be meaning they do a refund equal to 15 pounds every 100 of feed corn they got at y'all store here lately." So, old man, he took the wiggling and the wobbling trying to get out from under what I was putting on him. "You want me to get your shotgun, Colonel?" "By damn, Dan, will you please be quiet? I told you this weren't no proper way to deal with these niggers. Oh, I ought to know better than to listen to the likes of you. You go around the back door and tell Aphrodite to send me my lemonade. I'll take this up with you later. As for you boys, I'm sorry I let this here poor white trash talk me into trying to cheat you boys out of your money. I'm truly sorry about that. But if I was to pay you the price you're asking, I couldn't make no money. And if I don't make no money, why, son, I'd soon be out of business. And if I have to go out of business, why, it wouldn't be no time before you boys wouldn't have nowhere to work. And you know I wouldn't like that. So, Junebug, I'm going to make a deal with you. I'm going to pay you the price you're asking by the scale I have down there. But to show you that my heart is in the right place, come settle up time. You boys get that cotton in nice and clean. Come settle up time. I will give, plumb out, flat down, give you a nice side of salt-cured pork for every boy you got on your crew. How about that, Junebug? No, sir. We done already talked it over. And we come to mind, if we can't get our figure, we can't work. Well, by damn, you don't want to work, you get your lazy black butts on off my property. I don't know, white folks. You might want to think that over. I don't think you're going to find nobody around these parts to work for no less. You want me to get your shotgun, Colonel? By damn, Dan, will you please be quiet? I'm sick, plumb up to here you trying to meddle in my business. I'm sick of it, don't you hear? Besides, I don't need no shotgun to deal with these boys. Do I, Junebug? No, sir, you don't need no shotgun to deal with us boys. All you need is a little bit of money and a little bit of respect. Since it looks like you running short supply of both them there things, we're going to get our stuff and we'll leave. Yes, sir, we'll leave. So we went on back down the field, got our stuff together. And before we left, we took in all the cotton we done already picked and poured it out on the ground. It was way on down in December before they was able to get that cotton in, too. But old Ralph Tatum and his brother, Skinhead, had a terrible fire over on their place. Well, they was in a bad way after that fire. Well, it was coming on down close to holiday time. Between them, they had 14 children. They come to us, and they told us, they say, we're sorry. We figure we're going to have to get that cotton off the Whitten plantation. We told them, we say, well, all right. That's what they done. Working boss man, working all around the clock. Wanna drink of water, but you won't let your mother stop me, boss. Can't you hear me when I call? Can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big. You just homeless all. You know, when it come my time to leave away from down home, I didn't have no more money it took to get me a bus ticket down to New Orleans. But it's time to go, so I left. Oh, yeah. When that bus pull up in New Orleans. The weather here was bad on a blister on a mailman foot. Had been raining for 2 weeks solid. Had a hurricane sitting up in the water waiting to come in. Oh. When I come down off that bus, like I told you, I didn't have no money. So I was in a hard way for somewhere to stay and something to eat. Now this was back during the time when they still had that Jim Crow bus and a Jim Crow bus station. So, considering the fact of my problem, and considering I'm already mad about riding the back of that old Jim Crow bus, made up my mind what I gonna do. I'm going in this here white waiting room. I'm going. Boys, don't nobody pay me too much mind. Despite the fact it's way up early in the morning for day, they got plenty of people sitting all up in there. Due to the hurricane, I reckon. Yeah, I'm going in this here lunch counter and getting me something to eat. Yeah. After a while, this here funny talking gal come over. She gonna take my order. And this lady sitting at the end of the counter, she said, "Well, you can't serve no nigger sitting up in here." And they getting a crosstalk about first one thing, then the next. The first thing you know, somebody done called the police. They're gonna put me in jail. Hey, wait a minute, man. Hey, man, come on, man. Which is the main thing I was counting on in the first place. See, now, I got me somewhere to stay while I wait out this here hurricane, and something to eat while I figure out what my next move gonna be. They throwed me in their cell next to this fella named Sleepy, which I reckon they call him Sleepy due to the fact he looked like he's sleeping all the time. First, I thought there was something spooky going on. Because it seemed like he knew things he shouldn't have had no way of knowing except somebody told him. After 3 or 4 days, we get to talking, and I come to find out it wasn't nothing spooky about what he was doing. It's just Sleepy. He paid real good attention to things which most people did not pay no mind to. Sleepy, he the one told me, say.
Yeah, You wanna take it easy, young blood, before you let impatience make a fool out of you. You know, young blood, every shut-eye ain't sleep. Sometimes, young blood, a man with a grin and a handshake can be 10 times more dangerous a man with a stick and a gun. But a rabbit in the briar patch still got plenty room to run. It take a steel hand to catch a fly. But every shut-eye ain't sleep.
Oh, that Sleepy was something else. He would say stuff like that, put a puzzlement on your brain. Well, after my time got short, Sleepy called me over to the cell and said,
"Hey, young blood, look here. I got some stuff in a locker down the bus station, and I got somewhere I got to go when I get out of here. So, want you to go down there and get it for me. Hold it till I get ready for it."
I don't know, Sleepy. I don't know Nobody in this town. I don't know where I'm going to stay. I wouldn't know where to tell you to come get your stuff when you get ready for it.
It's all right. When I want you, I'll know where to put my hands on you.
All right, Sleepy. You think it's all right?
It's all right. Now look, it's some good stuff up in there. You're welcome to use that part of it, long as you take good care of it.
And he gave me this key. When the deputy come to get me out of that jail, Sleepy, he rolled over on his bunk and he said,
"Remember now, young blood, every goodbye ain't gone."
Sleepy had done told me to go to this big fancy hotel down on St. Charles Street and ask for this fella named Jeff the sheriff. Well, I seen where to get from that jailhouse down that hotel. I had to go right by the bus station. So I figured might as well to go in here and find out what's never Sleepy had for me in that locker. I found the number on that locker. Got a little black satchel up in there. It looked like one of the kind of doctors used to carry. Got a black bow tie up in there. On top of a starch white shirt and a blue denim apron. And it's some shoe shine stuff. Stacked in there all neat and order-like. And some books. Some on black history and one on revolution. So I head on down to that hotel. No sooner than I'm to find my way in the kitchen of that hotel, Jeff took one look at Sleepy stuff in my hand, and he said, "Well, come on in here now, young blood. Put your stuff down. Get yourself something to eat. You got to go to work in about half hour." I said, "Go to work?" He said, "Yeah, you got to change your clothes, go to work." That's how I come to get my first job, shining shoes. Here I am, 18 years old, ain't never been away from home a day in my life. Ain't never have no regular paying type of job before, except for that cotton picking work. And I don't remember a day while I was working that hotel I didn't make me at least about $30. Hell, that was good money in them days. It wouldn't be bad money now if you could get it. But the best thing about that job was you had plenty of time to read, providing you did not let them white people know what you were reading. So what I done, see, I took and wrapped whatever I want to read in an old funny book cover. You know, I keep me plenty of trash all around. That way couldn't nobody tell what I was doing. I've been working at a hotel about 18 months when this fella looked like a movie cowboy took to coming in my place of business real regular. Every time he come in there, he was worse than it was the time before. Always had the same old nasty stuff on his mind. "Hey, boy, you know where I can get me a colored gal?" "You don't know nothing about no white women, do you?" Finally, I make it up in my mind, the next time this man starts some of that foolishness, I'm going to be the one put an end to it. It couldn't have been no more than a week or 10 days when that man come back. I had been sitting up all night the night before, reading and studying, and so I was sucking on a cup of coffee, trying to restorate my eye. Heard that man come in my hotel. Head straight for my shoe shine stand. Oh, Lord. No sooner him to set his bottom on the seat of that shoe shine stand, I duck my head, start to snoring like I've been asleep 2 weeks. He reached down and shake me. Oh, Lord. He kicked me in the side with them pointed-toe boots. I jumped up and splashed that coffee so it spilled all over his brand new white suit. Look what you done, nigger! See, he thought I was a fool. I'm gonna be a fool for him. I say, Lord, have mercy! If the whole world done come to an end, but this poor lazy darky down here sleeping. Look what you done, nigger! Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, boss man, white folks, we done had us an accident, ain't we? Oh, let me help you up, boss. But before I went to grab him, I dug my hand down in a can of black place shoe polish. I grabbed him by the elbows of that white suit and drug my hand down his sleeve. He looked and seen it done turned two-tone. He got so mad he took to fussing and cussing and talking in tongues. He's so upset about being two-toned. I grab a bottle of black liquid polish, gonna help make one color out of him. He's so mad, he come up from there swinging. He doubled me over, and he straightened me up. He aimed to kick at me where it do the most damage. I block him back off of him and push him back. My hand come down on a can of soapy water. I throw that in his face. He can't see now. I call that man everything but a child of God. But to make sure he don't get out under control, I grabbed an empty wastebasket and jammed that down on his head. Oh, I beat that man like Billy beat the drum. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, tell you what, I have lost many a good job in my day, but I ain't never lost that one. I enjoyed losing like I enjoyed losing that one. Big balls, man. You ain't so big. You just tall, that's all. There's this fella back in my hometown named Tommy Too Tough Tucker. Oh, Tommy now, he was the radio as far as the color was concerned. This old radio we have at our house, it wouldn't get but one radio program. That's the one come out of Macomb. Well, from 5 o'clock in the morning to 10:30 at night, there's a sure enough white radio station. Or you could look at it and see, it's a white radio station. But come 10:30, when Tommy Too Tough would grab a hold of that radio, Lord, the whole town would start to rocking. On Saturday afternoon, right after the national news, Tommy, he would take and change his name to T.T. Tucker, Jr., and have this program would come on, which he called that the Memorial Hour. But that was something I couldn't figure out in my mind, because it wasn't nothing but a 15-minute program. Anyway, on the 15-minute Memorial Hour, Tommy would take and announce the name of all the people who had been funeralized by the colored undertaking parlor. The program would always start off the same way. This real sad music would come on the radio. Tommy would change the way his voice come out and cut in with the same set of words. This is the hour for quiet contemplation and reverential reflection over the joys brought to us in life by our dear departed loved ones who have flown on before. Yes, this is the Memorial Hour. It is brought to you as a service and through the courtesy of the Gladstone Memorial Undertaking Funeral Parlor. Oh yes, remember, at Gladstone, we give the same tender care after that you gave before. Now the man got to come back on Sunday morning, this time for a gospel music program. Lord have mercy, them people sure got their money worth off of Tommy Too Tough Tucker. I don't know this to be a teetotal fact, but I don't believe them people to pay that man no salary. All the time he spent working that radio station. What he done, he had to go out, hustle up his own advertising, then come back, give them people some money to be on their radio. But years go by, and they come to figure it out. Yes, a bunch of money being made in this here colored music business. When they figured that out, they kicked poor Tommy off the radio, turn around and hire them a bunch of young college boys. Don't know nothing about what's going on. Most of them white. By that time, old Tommy, he done got too old to go anywhere. All he knowed how to do that old funny radio talk. So he stayed riding there in Four Corners. Didn't nobody want to hire no old colored man. He's down there right now. If you used to go there right now, you could see him. He the one got the long pointed-toe bebop shoes and them wide-legged bebop pants, chin real tight by the ankle, and that wide-collar bebop coat, and a bebop hat tilt out to the side. Them dark sunshades. If you was to wake him up in the midnight hour, he'd got them sunshades on. Be doing that little funny bebop walk. Yeah, he looked real normal for Tommy. You be talking to him, he talk real normal, till all of a sudden he stop, and he grab his head like this here. And you can't tell whether he got a headache all of a sudden or whether he trying to find out whatever happened to his earphones. Oh, I tell you, Tommy was too much. Last time I was home, I seen him. He was sitting up in a booth down at Boggs Underground Cafe. Had it all fixed up with stuff it done found. Make it look like it might be a radio station. Tell me Tommy would sit up in there for hours talking to a tin cane tied up on a stick and spinning records. Couldn't nobody hear but him. Tommy Too Tough Tucker is my doggone name. The bebop pauper, that's my claim to fame. I talk so much a jive, it's a crying shame. You might have heard it from the others, but it's not the same. I'm a real bad sucker, got to sing for my supper. You look another further, your pocket there's a bucker for your sweet corn shucker, your buckaroo bucker. The man with the plan known all over the land is Tommy Too Tough Tucker. Check it out now. Tommy Too Tough Tucker gon' shout now. I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Tucker. I know how it feel to work from sun to sun. I know what it take to put the blues on the run. If you ain't got no money, well, you can't have no fun. You work all the damn day, you still ain't done. It just ain't proper law. We got to find a stopper. It's a sad sharecropper, no corn in the locker for a sick old pop. Can't even go to the doctor for the poop bebopper. Got no time to suffer. Struggle make me tougher. Tommy Too Tough Tucker, check it out now. Check it out now. I'm Tommy Too Tough Tucker, gon' shout now. Shout now. Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, Tommy Too Tough, Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Tucker. I am the one. I made St. Helen to blow her top. Well, let them know it was the sign to make my hammy hop. Oh, put your foot on the rock, stomp it to the rock hop. Put your foot on, Put your foot on the rock, I bet you put a rock star. Oh. Oh. I'm Tommy Two Tough Talk. Check it out. Tommy Two Tough. Tommy Two Tough. Well, doesn't come on down the time for me to go now, so I reckon I better back up here and tell you what you've been told. It ain't no way for you to get freedom and justice for yourself, less'n you working as hard as you can to get freedom and justice for common ordinary working man just like me. People was in trouble. They the one to make trouble. There's more people falling off in trouble every day. And we can't get so busy up inside our own little narrow picture. We don't take time to stand back, see the big picture, see what's happening to everybody. Well, I got to be going now. Reckon I'll see you again sometime. Hope it ain't one of them times you done throwed a rock and tried to hide your hand.